Baby and Mother Okapi Acrylic Painting Time-lapse and Tutorial by Hot Pink Zebra Paper. The original painting took me approximately 5 hours. So to begin with, I airbrushed the background with a combination of a couple shades of green, some yellow, and then some black. And then I also am quickly just going to touch up my mother's legs with some white. And then after that, I'm going to go through and start filling in her brown. And so I'm going to start with just a layer of airbrushed brown over her side and over her tail. And then I'm going to add some other shades of brown along with sort of a cranberry red color, some charcoal, some purple, some gray, some blue. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of brown over her legs and then fill in her legs with more so of a gray tone just so that you can highlight. And then I'm going to add a highlight with white on both her legs and her stomach or her tummy, and then add her black stripes on her legs and some shadows on her legs. I don't usually do this much with airbrush, so as you can see, I have had a couple spill incidents. I was able to clean those up pretty well, and I am getting better with the airbrush. I just don't use it too often, so that's why that happened. So now I'm going to begin with my baby's ears, and I'm going to add, and for her whole brown, I used a combination of brown, charcoal, blue, purple, cranberry, gray, all sorts of different colors. Okapis in general have sort of a purple hue to their brown, kind of like grape Skittles. They are technically purple almost, but they look pretty much brown. It's kind of how Okapis are too. And so they've got this wonderful purple hue to them. So I wanted to make sure that I incorporated that. Over the sections around their eyes and down their chin and cheek a little bit, they do have some more of a white and gray. So I'm adding that now over the two eye areas. And then with a fan brush that I have dipped in diluted brown, black, gray, blue, and white paint, I'm going to be adding some hair texture. So around their ears, they've got this really fluffy black fur, and also down their spine. This is when they're young. That fur all kind of tones down as they age, but when they're very, very young, their fur is longer than as they're older. So as you can see, he or she, the baby, has much fluffier ears and face fur than you'd see in an adult. I added some more to his ears, and then I'm going to be filling in his eyes, nostrils, and adding a line for a smile just to block that out. And then I'm going to go through and add more of that fur texture with just a smaller detail brush. So I'm going to be using the same colors that I've been using all along. And I'm just going to add, just define some of the black that needs to be, and then some of the white, and just add little hairs all over the place. And when you're doing this, I diluted my paint slightly, so I put in just a little tiny drop of water, and then I mixed it up. This is going to give your lines a little bit more control, for me at least, than using a really thick acrylic, just because to get these little lines, you want it to be able to spread out easier and paint, and you don't want too much paint on your brush either. And so now I'm adding some brown hairs. And just fill in all the sections. And Okapis on their faces, they're covered in colics. Their fur goes all different directions. This particular baby, right on the forehead between the eyes, had sort of a starburst shape that just sort of fanned out across the forehead. And then around their eyes, all different directions their fur goes. So then I'm going to be adding another layer of black over the eye, and then blend in some brown and some white and some blue, and just make it nice and reflective, and then add some eyelashes. And baby Okapis, along with anyone in the giraffe family, have extremely long eyelashes, so don't forget to make their eyelashes crazy long. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more of my art, go to my Facebook and Instagram pages. I put everything on there, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!